But no, I'm going to go there because I don't care. I hope your parents are proud of you. I hope your grandparents are proud of you. And I hope everybody who knows you calls you the little shit that you are. Now sit back down and shut the Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, and welcome back to the Inner Corrections. Right then, I'm just literally go straight to the point here. I have found a Labour activist who's the most arrogant, self-righteous bitch known to man. So let's just listen to what this wonderful excuse for a human being has to say. Because, wow, I'm sure we can pick this apart. Let's go.
People want me to advocate for the winter fuel payments not be made means tested. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not fucking doing it.
Well, I can already say there's going to be a lot of quacks in this. But of course you're not going to do it because look at you.
The winter fuel payment isn't being scrapped. It is only being made means tested, meaning only those who fucking need it will get it.
My mum's not getting it, you arrogant little bint. There you go, just put that out there for you. No, it isn't. What you're saying is you're just taking the lie. So you're clearly paid for by Labour. We know it's not being scrapped, you stupid little child. We know it's being means tested, but means testing means that those who don't need it don't get it, not everybody. Idiot.
Why on God's earth would I advocate for the pensioners to get a benefit that they do not fucking need?
Wow, aren't you a wonderful piece of shit?
There is currently 4.3 million children living in poverty, literally 30% of all the children in the UK. There is less than half the amount of pensioners living in poverty than there are children living in poverty.
What a sanctimonious little bitch. Look at her. She really thinks she's being clever. Literally insulting people. Over 2 million. That's a lot of people. And just because they're not living in poverty doesn't mean they can't afford their bills. Unlike you, obviously. I mean, you're using Age UK there. Age UK hate the idea of this thing. But no, let's listen to you being a sanctimonious little bint.
Now, the benefits you claim for children, child tax and working tax, are both means tested. Meaning only those who need it can claim it. But they scrapped it for anything over 2 children.
Yes, because the point being is certain people, especially one particular demographic, have more than 2 children. In fact, have 7, 8, 9 children. But before you go really mad, you stupid bint, I have 7 kids. I only got benefit for 2 of them. Still managed though, didn't I? You bint.
Now, out of curiosity, I wanted to see how many pensioners were up in arms against the vast amount of children living in poverty. So let's see how many pensioners were advocating for children. Like they're all expecting us to advocate for them. You?
Oh, shut up, you sanctimonious little bint.
Gov did a survey asking the general public.
Oh, you, Gov, getting the survey you pay for and only go and ask certain people. So you can say, oh, look at me, I'm so clever. I'm quoting you, idiot.
About the 2-child cap. Nearly 70% of the pensioners agreed with it.
And I'm not a pensioner. And I agree with it as well, as do many other people who aren't pensioners. But no, you keep trying to be clever, because you're not.
10% didn't have an opinion on it at all. Probably because it didn't affect them.
No, probably because they couldn't give a fucking shit. You arrogant little dork. I tell you what, these people make me sick.
Only 21% of pensioners advocated for children to get a means-tested benefit. No.
Shut up.
I'm a firm believer that we need to look after the most vulnerable in society.
And perhaps those who worked really, really hard to give you the country that you currently live in and the things that you've got right now. Maybe that would be good, or, perhaps treating those people who've worked their entire lives, unlike you, I gather, that they should be looked after. I mean, the thing is, the protected demographic that you probably love, no doubt, they have a society, so do the Sikhs and the Hindus, the Japanese. They look after their elderly. They treat them with respect. They give them everything that they need because of who they are and what they provided. Here, we just produce arrogant bints like this.
In my mind, that's the elderly, the disabled and the children. But it's very clear to me that the elderly don't give a flying fuck about the children.
You are full of shit, you arrogant, oh, really?
Their own fucking grandchildren.
Yeah, you don't know, do you? I bet your grandparents really love you. They'll love you even more now they've seen this. I bet they really love you, don't they?
Pensioners have been calling out for years for benefits to be cut down and to be scrapped.
No, they haven't. Certain people have been calling for it because they said, I don't have to afford it, I don't need it. Shut up.
Until it affects them. They wanted capitalism, they didn't want socialism, and this is what they get.
What? To freeze to death, you stupid bint.
You reap what you fucking sow.
So will you arrogant cunt.
So say goodbye to your free handout from the government that you don't fucking need.
Yes, they do. Look, this is what makes me sick. That's definitely a Labour activist. 100%. You don't need it. Well, let's hope when you get old, if you're lucky enough to get that far, when you're suffering, when you haven't got anything, when you're looking back at all the work that you've done and hard work that you've done, and then people are just taking stuff off you. Yes, there are super rich people who don't deserve it. That's mean tested. There are people who don't live here and live in Spain. That's means tested. There are two people living in the same house. Only one of them should get it instead of two. That's mean tested. Not one that affects 11 million people. Not the 2 million in poverty. And also child poverty, to be fair, that's the level that they set child poverty. They're not really in child poverty, and that'll probably upset a load of people. But the simple truth of the matter is old people, people who are pensioners, have worked their arses off and have paid more into this country via tax and national insurance than you ever will. Well, no, because you're going to come the thing. So they should be entitled to these things because they've spent their entire life paying into the system. But no, I'm going to go there because I don't care. I hope your parents are proud of you. I hope your grandparents are proud of you. And I hope everybody who knows you calls you the little shit that you are. Now sit back down and shut the fuck up. Videos over there if you want to watch any more. Down below, click on there to subscribe. Give me a like. Comment section always open. I'm sure I'm going to get a load of comments now because I said about child poverty. A lot of children who are in poverty live in houses where mum and dad, well, if dad's there, smoke, have animals, have the latest mobile phones, sit watching big TVs, Sky TVs. I was left when my first wife left me and left me with two children with literally nothing. Literally nothing. They still slept in a bed, they still ate food, and I grafted my arse off to look after them. And when I went to get benefits, the ones that I'm entitled to, because he was a man with children, it was an uphill struggle, but not that sanctimonious little pricks like you would ever understand. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. So, until the next one.